what's up, guys? Welcome to Nick and Andrew's Wrestling Reviews. I'm Nick.
I'm Andrew.
And today we're gonna let you guys know about our favorite wrestlers of all time. I know on other sites when people do wrestling reviews, that's always a really popping question. Who's your favorite wrestlers of all time? And before we start even getting those questions, we're just gonna say it right out now. So Andrew's gonna go first, and I'll go second.
Okay. My favorite wrestler of all time, Goldberg. I think he was one of the coolest dudes in WCW. And then he had a short run in WWF before it became WWE. But he had a short run in there. I think he should have went longer, or if he should come back, that'd be really cool. I know that there's been talks about it.
Yeah.
But just watching his matches, watching his energy, I think it was great. Everything that he did. Because he was in an elimination chamber match.
Triple H.
And that was a great match.
Oh, I know.
Like, he speared... I think he was one of the first people to, like, spear people through the glass, and...
He was just a savage, dude.
He was a
Goldberg
monster.
was a savage.
And, like, as I said, when I first started watching the WWE Network, I'd go back and watch Goldberg matches, and there was this one match where I think he was going to be 100-0 that match. And people came out and, like, smashed him in the back of the head with glass, and it cut, like, the back of his neck, and he didn't even budge. Like, he just went straight back into the match. Like, he had this huge gaping wound on the back of his head. He didn't care.
He's a monster, dude. I mean, I love Goldberg. You know, I'm always gonna be a fan of Goldberg, and I think for that to be your favorite wrestler, that's great. I mean.
He just had so much energy. I think that's what I like the most about him. Like, he was the 90s version of what Ryback was when he first came out.
That's true.
He was like this monstrous dude that would just beat the crap out of anyone they put him in the ring with.
And they sold him right.
I think most of his matches were like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, he didn't have long matches, okay?
Yeah.
Goldberg did not have, and you know, he did have a WrestleMania moment against Brock Lesnar. Mm-hmm. He got to share a beer with Stone Cold and get stunned. But actually, a lot of people don't like that match with him and Brock, but I thought it was a good match. I thought it was very slow, but when it got started, I thought it was a fun match.
Yeah, no, and what was he in WCW, like 170-0 or something?
Something like that. It was something ridiculous, and then Scott Hall hits him in the face with the belt, and Kevin Nash pins him.
Yeah.
Which, you know, Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, yeah, they were like the faces of WCW. It was like the NWO.
Yeah, when they came out into WCW from the WWF, they were the faces.
So for a guy like Kevin Nash to be the guy to beat Goldberg, I'm cool with it, dude. Kevin Nash is a legend. Yeah,
he's a legend. He's been around for a long time. Goldberg, I hope he comes back.
There's talks. There's talks.
At least for a match. I think that'd be cool, and it'd be a cool way for him to actually have like a good name in the WWE, so that eventually down the line he gets a ring.
Can you imagine if he came back as like one of the ultimate faces, like that really good baby face?
I mean, he'd probably do pretty good at that. He's been on TV for a couple years now.
Having a match with him and Triple H at WrestleMania 31.
Who knows?
The possibilities are endless.
The possibilities are endless for you people.
Yeah,
they're endless. But I think that would be great. Goldberg, definitely my favorite. Now, Nick, you can go into your favorites.
All right, I've said my favorites several times, so for those who've never seen that, my favorites are the Brothers of Destruction. Of all time, my favorites are Kane and The Undertaker. The aura around those guys just gives me chills. I love them. I love their entrances. I love their finishing moves. I love the way they look. I mean, there's everything about them that just makes me so, like, appeal to them. I mean, I am absolutely in love with the Brothers of Destruction. Separate or together, it doesn't matter to me. Even if they're fighting each other, it doesn't matter to me. For those who don't know who the Brothers of Destruction are The Undertaker and Kane. I've been a fan of them my whole life as a wrestling fan. Okay.
I think most of us have. Yeah. I know I have. I've been a fan of them for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, I was always a Stone Cold fan too, but like when everybody was like Stone Cold, Stone Cold, Stone Cold, I was Kane, and The Undertaker. I would say I probably have a little bit more of a soft spot for Kane than The Undertaker. I do love, and trust me, they're both my favorites of all time, but for some reason I have a little bit of a soft spot for Kane. And I think because his costume was just so cool when I was little.
Yeah.
And I just like, I loved it. I mean, like, getting his action figure made me like want to cry because it was just so awesome. You know, this old action figure. And the matches are amazing. I'm so happy to see Kane in the main event scene of the modern day of the WWE, to see his longevity. The Undertaker with his streak. You know, I know he's now 21-1, but both of their careers are amazing. They've both been world heavyweight champions. You know, they've both been WWF champions. There's really no belt they've really never held, and you know, I think the only thing Kane has left to do for his career is maybe main event WrestleMania. I don't know if that will ever happen, but
Probably not.
yeah, but wait, did they main event WrestleMania? Didn't they fight each other in the main event of WrestleMania?
They might have.
Kane and the Undertaker. I'm not sure.
We'd have to look into that.
Yeah.
If you guys know right off the top of your head, let us know.
Yeah, I knew they faced the WrestleMania, and you know.
Yeah, they fought a couple times at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm pretty bummed that, you know, Kane didn't get a WrestleMania moment too much this year. But I'm happy to see who he lost to was the Shield. So they got some from it. But I'm so happy to see, you know, Kane in the main event of Extreme Rules, facing the World Heavyweight Champion, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, I should say. I've always been a big fan of these guys, always my whole entire life. And it's never going to change. They're always going to be my favorites. And I think Kane and Undertaker's legacy will live on forever in the WWE. Everybody will always remember the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, I know I will. I'm always going to go back and watch their matches. I think they're two of the coolest people that have ever been around.
The first thing I did when the network came out, I searched Kane versus Undertaker and watched all their matches all in one day. And I gotta say, like, one of my favorite matches of them two was the Buried Alive match at Bragging Rights.
I remember watching that when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was really cool to see Kane bury the Undertaker, which is weird. I think Kane's actually beaten the Undertaker more than the Undertaker's beating Kane. Because if you look at the past several years, if you look at the past, the current fights, Hell in a Cell, Kane beat him. Night of Champions, Kane beat him. Bragging Rights, Kane beat him. So that's like, Kane. I'd have to look more into the past, but I know the current year. I think Kane has gone over the Undertaker. So I would love to see them verse one more time, like one final match to see who is the better of the brothers. But I would love to tally it up and see who's won more matches. And I think Kane. I think Kane has. Yeah, I mean, but I'd love all the matches. Their Hell in a Cell match, their Night of Champions match. I mean, I love them. I love those guys. No one could ever talk me out of loving those two.
No one can tell me one thing about them that would make me not like them.
Yes.
But tell us what your favorite wrestlers of all time were. Let us know down below.
Yes. Maybe we'll do a video, not to cut you off. Maybe we'll do a video if you guys let us know your favorite wrestlers. You know, we'll do a video on you guys. You know, and
do that.
We'll have a discussion about it. We'll obviously, you know, if whatever your name is, we'll say, and your favorites, blah blah blah, and we'll talk about it. Give our opinions on it. You know, and we'll have an interactive
we'll tell you
video.
if they suck, and we'll tell you if they don't.
Yeah, exactly. We'll tell you. Yeah, we'll straight up tell you, like, yeah, we don't like that.
No.
Unsubscribe. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Your favorite's John Cena? What's wrong with you?
What? No, we don't. We have no hatred to John Cena fans. So don't be afraid to put John Cena. I don't think we really have any hatred. Me and Andrew are like the most like.
There's not many wrestlers that we don't like.
Yeah, we're like the easiest wrestling fans. Like we are so like accepting of everything in the WWE a lot of times. Like we don't care if you told us your favorite's Fandango. We don't really care because we could probably find a positive with almost every wrestler on the roster. So
he had a great debut match.
Yeah, there you go. These are awesome pants.
I wish I had pants like
that. And for
that.
those who've never seen Fandango in shorts, he's got a crazy leg sleeve of tattoos.
That's something not a lot of people know.
Yeah, I saw a video of him playing bowling, and it was like for like that guy who hosted Talking Dead.
Oh, okay, Chris Hardwick.
Well, he had a show, and he had like Kofi Kingston, AJ Lee, and CM Punk and Fandango, and they versed him in bowling, him and his friends. And Fandango is this crazy leg sleeve. Like I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, where did that come from? Like this crazy. It's like it's legit. I mean, I think his whole leg's covered in tattoos.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's a little tip on Fandango, and he was a pretty good bowler.
Leg sleeve.
Leg sleeve.
See you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, like us.
Poop.
Poop.